Well, more than 60% of Massachusetts residents are now fully vaccinated against COVID-19.
Here to answer your questions is Dr. Ali Raja, the Executive Vice Chair for Emergency Medicine at Mass General Hospital. Dr. Raja, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Our vaccination rates are significantly higher than many other states, and that means the risk of infection seems to be lower here. But with the Delta variant circulating, do you think it is still safe to go to crowded places without wearing a face mask or social distancing?
Jennifer, I do, but really only as long as we're all fully vaccinated. As you mentioned, we're doing really well with vaccination here in Massachusetts. If we were chatting in some of the other states around the country with lower vaccination rates, I'd say that the risk of breakthrough infections would be higher and would talk about different advice. But here, it's still safe to do so. But it's still so important that people who aren't vaccinated continue to wear masks and physically distance themselves indoors.
As you know, there is no vaccine authorized yet for children under 12. Should they wear a mask in a crowd, even if they're outside, say, watching fireworks?
This is such a good question. This is something my wife and I are talking about all the time because we've got two kids who are under 12. They still need to wear masks indoors, especially given how transmissible this Delta variant is. However, it's not necessary for them to wear masks outdoors. That being said, this is a lot of personal preference in this, right? I expect that tomorrow during our parade, which may or may not happen, given what Kellyanne just said, I expect to see a lot of kids wearing masks just because of the fact that that's what they and their parents prefer.
Registration is now open for the state's Vax Millions giveaway, and some people may be debating whether to get vaccinated just to enter the contest. What do you want them to know?
I love this idea, Jennifer. I think that I've been talking to my patients for months about getting vaccinated, and I know that different strategies work for different people. So if this is what works for you, I'm all for it. Now, remember that there are 5 drawings, and the earlier you register, the more of them you qualify for. So when I talk to my patients, I'm going to talk about the fact that the first drawing is on July 22nd. So that means that you still have about 3 weeks to get the J&J shot. If you get the Moderna or the Pfizer shot, you'll miss the first deadline, but that's okay. There are still 4 more that you can register for.
We know some people may be watching and they got their first dose a while ago, but they still need that second dose to be eligible to enter. Is it okay to still get it, even if they're way overdue, or do they need to start over with the first shot again?
No, it's absolutely okay, Rondell. I know that unexpected things happen, and sometimes it's just impossible to get that second dose on time. But even if you're delayed, go ahead and finish the 2 doses off. It's more important that you get both doses than anything else, and then you can be registered for the Vax Millions.
Okay. Dr. Ali Raja, Executive Vice Chair for Emergency Medicine at Mass General Hospital. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.